fuck am I doing? Oh, anywho, welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and don't mind what just happened there. That was just me being myself. If you're Ratreet, if you're Carol, if you're anyone that knows me IRL, they will understand. You will understand. And if you do understand, you're gay. Unless you're a woman. I don't think I have any female friends IRL, because I'm a loner. I go to a boys' school. Bullshit. Anywho. What am I doing, man? This is meant to be a video, not me rambling about my life. No girlfriend. No body pillow, man. No girlfriend or anything. This bullshit. This is unfair. I'm joking. Anywho, welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here once again, and this is What If Naruto Abandoned the Village, part 69. Also, part 1, but let's not mind the 1. Anywho, welcome back, guys. This is King of Weebs. I'm joking. We will start this wave by creating, before the universe existed, there shall be a creature created. His name. I'm joking. What am I doing, man? This is meant to be a video. Alright, guys. I'll put a timestamp to show you. Oh, jeez. I'll put a timestamp to show you guys where it begins. Anywho, probably 2 minutes. Anyway, we begin this wave by Naruto and Tsuki being born on the same day. Unfortunately for Tsuki, she was pretty much unfortunate because she was born on the wrong day. On this day, Tsuki was taken away. Since she was a baby, her sister took her away. She was still young, age of Itachi at this age, and she was young, her older sister. I will call her Tatsumi. I'm joking. her sister's name is Reina. Yes, her name is Reina. If you guys want to know where I got this name from, it's from Case Closed, Reina Mitsunashi. I'm pretty sure out of the nearly 6,000 of you guys, which is amazing, one of you must have watched Case Closed. If you didn't, oh, come on, guys. Anywho, I can't relate with you guys. Anyways, Reina ran away. Her mother told her, her father told her, and since they were both ninjas, her mother actually was left in the hospital getting cured, while she was actually the only patient there. Like, that's kind of mad. Anywho, her father was a ninja, a Jonin to be honest, and Uchiha. I know I said that I will make her different, but I talked with a guy on Discord, and we came up with Gavin. Shout out to you, my boy. Like, you gave me good ideas. I feel like a god after that. Anywho, so the attack continues, and yeah, a lot of people die. Unfortunately, Tsuki's father dies. Tsuki doesn't have a name yet, just saying. Tsuki's father gets annihilated, and the Nine Tails, unfortunately, just kind of destroys the hospital Tsuki was actually born in. And you guys could, you guys know who was in there. I mean, I did say her mother was in it, and she was the only person left since the nurses ran, and her mother. Well, one of the nurses stayed to help the mother. As soon as she was better, she was gonna run, but they were staying, and the nurse died too. And GG. Anywho, of course, Minato, the big boss. I'm joking. Minato, the OP guy that he is, and the noble man he is, and the kind-hearted man he is, seals the Nine Tails inside of his son, who's just born, and he has no idea, and he gets bullied for the next 12 years of his life until he becomes a ninja. So the kind man uses the Reaper Death Seal, splits the Nine Tails in half, of course takes the inside, selfish, I'm joking, and seals the other half in his son. His son is left as an orphan. Of course, Kushina and Minato got impaled by the Nine Tails, and yeah, that was game over for them. Naruto is now an orphan kid, and same as Tsuki, Sasuke lucky his parents survived. His father is bloody OP with the Mangekyo Sharingan, and once Tsuki's sister actually found out, just saying, Tsuki's sister is a prodigy. It's just that she's never shown it to anyone. Only Itachi and Shisui know, because they're good friends and yeah, she hides it from most people because she doesn't want to be in the spotlight like those two, even though they didn't want to. It's just that they've been put in it. And yeah, so Reina has the free Tomoe Sharingan already. I'm pretty sure it was even before Itachi. She was a much better ninja than Itachi. You know what I mean. Anywho, she actually awakened her Mangekyo Sharingan once she saw her father's dead body. She couldn't see her mother because she got kind of annihilated by the whole entire building after getting stomped by the Naitos. Yeah, she was never found to. She was never to be found again. I'm joking. They found her body. It was pretty squashed, and unfortunately, Tsuki really was just a kid, and she was crying while her sister was crying at the same time, even though Tsuki was just a kid. Anywho, 2 years pass, and after this, basically, Tsuki has started walking, and she is really respectful to her sister, elder sister, One-sama. Anywho, she's always with her. She never leaves her side. And one day, once they went to groceries, they saw this one kid with blonde hair getting kicked around, bullied, and Naruto really didn't know why this happened to him, and he literally was just outside trying to go to the park, and he's getting bullied for it. Anywho, the elders were actually looking at him, and you could even feel the elders hate towards Naruto. And Tsuki is like, hey, Reina, why are they hating on him? And then Reina says, oh, I'm not sure, but you shouldn't hate him. Reina knows why they hate him. Reina has already started the academy, 5 years older than Tsuki. She's 7. Wait, never mind. She hasn't started the academy. Wait, hold up. Wait, 1 sec. Yeah, I'm joking. Of course I know. Anywho, the next year Reina would start the academy, and Tsuki is now 3. She's always left home alone, but she goes out a lot, pretty much to play with her friends. She has friends, not too many, 1 or 2, 3, maybe 4, and she always sees Naruto. She treats him well, really well, and Naruto's always happy to see her. But Naruto is not the knuckleheaded ninja anymore. He is actually a really shy kid that has been treated badly, who has bad relationships with people, even though he doesn't have any relationships with people. His mind is half destroyed. He's depressed. He has suicidal thoughts, unfortunately. And before we continue, guys, please, never ever think of suicide. Please, guys. If you need anyone, you can talk to me, to your parents, to your siblings. I know siblings always fight. I have siblings. I always fight with them. But you have them. You have your friends. If you don't have friends, you got me, bro. Anywho, never think of suicide. Never, ever, ever. Like, I mean, ever. If you do, my G, I got you. If you can't talk to anyone, if you're scared, I got you. I'll help you. The best I could. Anywho, Naruto is now 4, and Tsuki, of course, is 4. And on this day, Naruto really couldn't be asked at this point. And what he did is that he actually jumped off the roof of his building. Naruto really didn't care at this point and just said, it's not fair. Why me? They hit me. They bully me. I have no friends, no family, no one loves me. Even if I try to go buy something, they always kick me out. They always hurt me. This life is not worth living. There's no point. This life is cruel. There is no fairness. If someone gets hated on, Everyone else will hate him. Or her. There's no point. Goodbye. And basically, as soon as he jumps off, this bit will stay a bit similar because I really like this bit. As soon as Naruto jumps off, there's this one ninja, and Anbu was actually looking after him. It was not Kakashi this time. If you guys are OGs and have watched this, you'd know that actually Kakashi saved Naruto, but this time, this Anbu barely saved Naruto. Right before he fell off, the Anbu really wasn't paying attention, but right before he fell to the ground, hit the ground, the Anbu actually came in, scraped his arm, broke his one of his ribs to save Naruto, and he actually took him to the third Hokage. The third Hokage dismissed him and got a new Anbu to take care of him because the Anbu was already injured, breaking an arm and a rib, and scraping his arm until it's bleeding badly. Ain't no joke. Anywho, the third Hokage tells Naruto that suicide is not the right way to go, and Naruto's like, why isn't it? There's no reason for me to live. I have no one. There's no one who cares about me. There's no one. Everyone bullies me. They hurt me. What's the point? And basically, Naruto is crying at this point, and basically the Hokage is like, listen, Naruto, your parents loved you even if they weren't here for you. Unfortunately, they passed away. They would never want their son to see their son like this. Do you not understand, Naruto? And then Naruto shouts out, there's no point of thinking of them. They're dead. What's gonna happen to me? Huh? It's not like they're gonna come back to life and help me. No one loves me. And basically he runs away from the Hokage's office, and then the Hokage is like, for a kid to be thinking like this. And then the Anbu's like, Lord Hokage, shall I go? And the Hokage is like, yes, please, don't allow him to do anything reckless. I'm really not in the mood. She's stressed anyway after the fourth death. Please, take care of him. And then the Anbu was like, no problem, sir. And the Anbus that were actually under the Hokage's order, they didn't care about Naruto being the Nine Tails. They didn't really hate him, but at the same time they didn't like him because the Anbus really don't like anyone. Anywho, the Anbu goes and he's actually able to find Naruto, and he's in front of his window looking inside, of course, hiding his presence. Naruto wasn't looking outside the window. He was actually inside the house, laying down, and something that Anbu didn't notice is that Naruto had a knife. He had the knife in his hand. He couldn't notice it was really dark, but then as soon as Naruto actually stabbed himself, the Anbu realized, broke in, took Naruto. On the same day, Naruto did 2 suicide attempts. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but this just has to happen. Naruto could barely breathe. He didn't stab himself in the neck. Luckily, the Anbu took out the knife, and since the Anbu was actually an Anbu, he actually has, and this Anbu actually has some experience in medical ninjutsu, and this wound is pretty deep for a 4-year-old, but if he gets first aid and good health care straight away, he will survive. He first stops the bleeding and then helps regenerate the flesh that has been cut. The muscles, the tissues, the cells reproduce thanks to the chakra. And of course, he's not fully healed, but the Anbu breaks into the hospital. The hospital actually says, what's going on? Or you don't have to barge in like this. There are patients, they'll get scared. And then the Anbu says, it's Naruto. He tried to kill himself. Quickly, take care of him. And they're like, oh, this kid. Why did he have to come to our hospital out of all places? And basically, the Anbu actually kind of heard this and said, you guys heal him, or I'll kill you myself. And basically, the nurses are like, oh, we're sorry. And they took him to a room. They actually healed him. A few days later, Naruto woke up to see the third Hokage next to his bed. And the third Hokage sighed and said, Naruto, you don't understand, do you? You're not meant to do this, Naruto. Please, listen. You've already done it twice. You've got close enough. There's no point, Naruto. Are you just going to give up? Are you just going to give up your life over this little thing? And Naruto says, little? You really think this is little? Do you know how much I've had to go through? You don't understand, Lord Third. There's too many things you don't understand. You can't understand how I feel. The amount of pain I had to go through. This is nothing. Killing myself is the easiest thing I could do. The fastest way I could get rid of all this hatred. You don't understand how many times I want to kill them myself. I don't want to do it. So I want to kill myself. And plus, I have no friends. There's pretty much no one I can really talk to. I'm going crazy, Hokage. There's no point of letting me survive. I might as well just die. Just like all the villagers are saying. There's no point of me surviving. And Naruto smiling while at the same time shedding tears. And the Hokage hugs Naruto saying, Naruto, if no one's there for you, I'll be there for you. Don't worry, Naruto. If no one can love you, I'll love you. There's no point of trying to kill yourself. It'll just make things worse. Are you just gonna let those villagers have their way with you? Is that how weak you are, Naruto? No, you're not. I know you're stronger than that. Naruto, I believe in you. And Naruto really didn't care about these words. Like, he was kinda happy inside, but at this point Naruto has been covered in darkness. Like, the amount of hatred really got to him this time, and there was no way of Naruto handling this. He's not knuckleheaded ninja anymore. He's not the one kid that wants attention by everyone. Here, people are not ignoring him. They're actually abusing him. And Naruto really, like, there was no way of Naruto, a 4-year-old, to fight back against 16, 17, even 20, 30, 40-year-olds. There's no way. And some are even shinobi. Some are Genin, some are Chunin. They're beating him every day. And now Naruto just wants to end it all. But then Naruto, at night, he overhears one of the nurses' conversation, and they say, should we put poison? And then Naruto's like, poison? Wait, what? And the other nurse is like, yes, put poison in his next medicine. So then he will die for sure. There's no point of him living. He should have died that night. That damned Anbu. Of course. And the Anbu was actually dismissed because Naruto was in the hospital. This hospital is actually trusted quite a bit by the Hokage. So they actually allowed him to leave. Since there was no point, he was going to be back on duty soon when Naruto got dismissed. But as soon as the nurse came in and told Naruto to have this and was about to spoon feed him, Naruto's like, you think I'm that stupid? Do you? You damned witch! And basically, as soon as Naruto said that, the nurse got pissed and she's like, would you just call me, you brat? You Nine-Tails brat? And Naruto's like, Nine-Tails? Wait, let me keep my composure. There's no point. Wait, Naruto, no, don't. And as soon as Naruto lost all control, it's like, you damn witch, you tried to poison me. How about you have it yourself? And basically, Naruto was about to shove the medicine inside the nurse's mouth. Not inside the nurse, inside the nurse's mouth. She was about to pour it in. No, it all sounds wrong. Scrap this. Anywho, the other nurse actually stopped Naruto, kicked him in the face, and then kicked him in the gut, and told him, back off, you damn demon. And Naruto's like, if I'm such a demon, you should have just killed me when I was unconscious. And basically Naruto's eyes actually turned into the Nine-Tails' eyes, and they could see it, and they actually got scared and ran away. And Naruto really couldn't control himself anymore. He didn't have any cloak. And just saying, this was around like evening, right before, like, when the kids were going in a house, and Naruto had enough. And what he did is that he broke through the window, because they actually locked the door, and he jumped down. And Naruto's physicality was actually pretty strong. He got a pretty good power boost. Like, he went from 4-year-old power to around mid-tier Genin. It's not strong, because Naruto's body cannot handle too much, and Nine-Tails knows this. But he's starting from right now, because the Nine-Tails saw that Naruto was actually getting darker and darker. This hatred, the hatred from others, and his own hatred that he added on top. Naruto was breaking. The pressure was too much for him. Anywho, Naruto is actually pretty speedy here. The Nine-Tails wasn't able to give him too much power, but he was able to give him an immense amount of speed. And Naruto actually was able to escape the village and said, there's no point of just staying in this village. There's no point. What's the point? Is there a point? Why am I talking too much? I'm talking way too much. There's no point! Anywho, Naruto jumps down a tree branch and then jumps again up another tree branch. And like this, Naruto has actually escaped the village. Of course, Naruto wasn't that stupid. Naruto isn't the stupid kind of guy. And something that he actually did, and something that was really smart of him, is that he actually snuck into the Hokage's office. During these years, Naruto actually made a plan, because he knew one day he would actually either kill himself, or, remember guys, what I said before, never think of this, or escape the village, but he'll need power. He'll need jutsus. And Naruto actually found the scroll of ceilings, and he wrote a few jutsus down. I'm not going to give him the flying Gaijin. I'm going to give him the Rasengan though, and a few other jutsus that I will list later. Of course, the multi-shadow clone jutsu I was about to say in Japanese and butchered the name, Kakebunshin no jutsu, something like that. Anywho, Taju Kakebunshin no jutsu. Anyway, you guys are gonna flame me if I butchered that. Anywho, remember my favorite word, I dare say. Naruto is now running faster than ever. Running so fast, no ninja could see him. Anywho, when he was actually escaping the village, Tsuki actually noticed him. Tsuki was like, wait, is that Naruto? And she actually followed him, but she lost sight of him as soon as he jumped off one of the village gates, which no one really noticed. And then she started shouting that her friend ran away, and they're like, who's your friend, and then he's Naruto, he ran away. And basically after this, Tsuki was still a 4-year-old, remember, and she was still a toddler. I'm pretty sure toddlers are wait, listen, I'm not good with kids. Like, I have a baby cousin. She always cries whenever I try to hold her, man. God damn, she's so cute though. Anywho, Naruto is now running as fast as possible, and the ninjas actually lost sight of him. He was far enough, and he was actually at the land of waves. This is a land, this is a bit like the what if Naruto left the village, but this is what if Naruto abandoned the leaf. It's actually the remake of that what if I didn't mention it. Anywho, Naruto actually was really tired, but he was still able to actually run into someone's house, a little cottage, and Naruto was on the floor facing down and looked up and said, and kind of smiled, but at the same time it was broken. And this house, this little cottage, unfortunately belonged to the serial killer. I'm joking. Belonged to Zabuza. Zabuza had some sympathy because he didn't go fully crazy yet, and he actually healed Naruto because Naruto was still injured and his body really couldn't handle all that speed after all, as the Naruto's thought he could, but he lasted him quite a bit. And this is where Naruto's body got to the limit. It's like, nah bro, I ain't taking no more of there, I ain't taking no more of this. Anywho, and the Naruto was like, alright, that's enough, let me control him to go here, and good. Anywho, Naruto woke up and saw Zabuza actually reading a book, and he's like, you woke up, brat, what are you doing here? And then Naruto's like, who are you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come in, please don't kill me, please. And basically Naruto could tell he's not in the village because he remembers most of what happened, and he saw him, and Zabuza looked pretty scary when the first time he saw him, and Zabuza was like, don't worry kid, I'm not killing you. And then picks up his sword and says, tell me who you are, and maybe I shall spare you. And Naruto's like, I'm Naruto Uzumaki, I'm sorry. And basically Zabuza says, Uzumaki, huh? What village you from, kid? And Naruto says, I don't really want to consider as my village, but I'm from the Leaf. I was born in the Leaf village, but I ran away. Please don't hurt me. I don't like them. They always bully me. Please. And basically, Zabuza's like, bully you? Why would they bully you, huh? God, Naruto, tell me. And then Naruto says, well, if I tell you, please tell me, please promise me you're not going to hurt me. And then Zabuza's like, Why would I hurt a kid like you? You're only 4. I'm not that much of a scumbag. And then Naruto tells him his story, and Zabuza was like, so he's the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. He's been driven to a breaking point where he's even run away from the village. Interesting. This is good material for a killer. Anywho, then Zabuza's like, listen, kid. I shall train you. I shall make you strong for the next 4 years until you're 8. Then you shall leave. I'll be your master until you're 8 years old, and then you can go your own way. But if you cannot complete my training, you shall die by my own hands. Do you understand? And then Naruto's like, may I know who you are? And then Zabuza says, I'm Zabuza, one of the 7 ninja swordsmen. So don't get me wrong. I'm not doing this because I like you. I'm doing this because you're a possible next candidate to become one of the legendary 7 ninja swordsmen. If I die during these years, you shall take my sword. I really don't have anyone to give it to anyway. But, of course, if you're able to complete your training, and if I'm able to survive the next 4 years, you shall leave me and shall go on your own journey. Understand, Naruto? And then Naruto's like, yes. And of course, Naruto starts training with Zabuza, and for the next 4 years, Naruto trained with Zabuza and actually made a friend. Not only Zabuza, but made a friend with Haku. Haku actually joined them like a year or 2 later. Don't ask me why. And Zabuza actually found him and picked him up, because Zabuza wasn't Rogue Ninja yet, and he just lived outside the mist. And when he went there, he actually saw Haku, and he's interesting. And then Haku and Naruto grew up for 2 years together, and then Naruto finished his training. But something that Naruto was doing during these 2 years was that he was training with he was actually learning the jutsus from the scroll, and he was making amazing progresses. Remember, Naruto's a prodigy. Even though in this wife, Naruto's a prodigy, and Naruto's now 8. And during these 4 years, now I will cover fully Naruto. I will fully cover Naruto right in a bit. Now let me cover quickly Tsuki. Tsuki, her sister, started the academy, right? As I said, and she was actually hated. She was hated because she seemed like the type of girl to just be a, I don't want to say the word. I'm not sure if you guys, who is watching this, if they're underage or not, but they considered her as a bit of a slut because she hanged out with only Itachi. Itachi tried to protect her, but they kept calling her that. And over the years, she became a ninja, but of course her teammates were really toxic to her, and people just hated her. Just because, it wasn't for looks, it wasn't really for just being jealous. They just hated her. Her guts, because she was a pretty gutsy ninja. She was a bit knuckle-headed, and they just hated her. And yeah, she actually, on a mission, she actually prioritized her teammates over the actual mission, and it was a bit like Sakumo. Unfortunately, I couldn't really come up with a better idea. Sorry guys, I downgraded myself there. Anywho, and she actually saw that her teammates and her sensei were about to die. Then she activated a free Tomoe Sharingan, because she really never used it. And what she did is that she killed the enemy, but then took the instead of completing the missions, putting them somewhere to rest and complete her own, she actually took all 3 of them back with shadow clones. And yeah, so they were pretty pissed that, first of all, she hid the fact that she was able to use the free Tomoe Sharingan. They saw it themselves, and they're like, you damn demon, you nearly let us die, and you even failed the mission. You were holding everything back, and this is what happens if you just tried from the beginning. You damn slut, you should have just tried. And just saying, both her teammates are women, are females, well, not women, they're 13, anywho. And then Reina's like, I'm sorry, I really don't want it. I didn't want to. And then even her sensei, he says, Reina, if you had this power, you should have used it from the beginning. You should have used it to finish the mission as well. You're an idiot. You should have finished it. Remember, us ninja should follow the rules, not our own, but the rules given to us. Do you understand? And then Reina says nothing, and then says she sighs and leaves. Reina, that night, it was actually getting rainy, and Tsuki was actually running home. It was actually a thunderstorm. Usually Reina would come out, but this time Tsuki wasn't getting picked up, and now that there was a thunderstorm, this happened once before, well, a few times before, and Reina would go ballistic. She's like, where is she? Where is my sister? And basically, every time she found her, she hugged her and she said, I'm so worried and blah blah blah. But this time she didn't. Tsuki ran in the house and it was all the lights were turned off, and she was like, Reina, are you not home? And then a flash of lightning actually lit up the house, and then she saw a shadow. The shadow wasn't on the floor or on the ground, or it wasn't standing, but it was actually floating, which actually scared Tsuki. But Tsuki was brave, and she's like, no, my sister always told me to never be scared. And basically she walked forwards into the room, and she actually sees something. She was scared, she was crying, her eyes turned from black to red, and she screamed. What is that word? She started screaming and crying, and basically what she did, out of instincts, she actually took her sister's, she saw who it was her sister. She turned on the lights, and what she saw was horrifying. Her sister was hanging from the ceiling, and she actually committed suicide, and this activated Tsuki's Sharingan to an extent, seeing the only person who really mattered to her, the only person who loved her, the only person who took care of her. Tsuki really didn't have any friends by now, because she wasn't like the popular type of girl. She wasn't even really known as a prodigy or anything that guys would go crazy over, ballistic over. She was pretty cute, but nah, nothing like that. Anywho, Tsuki cut down the rope and hugged her dead sister's body, and then she started screaming, which her neighbors heard. And the next morning they actually went over, and Tsuki was still awake. Her eyes were still red, and she was crying. And basically the neighbors called in other people, and the Anbus came in, and then the Hokage actually came in and saw Tsuki, and basically went up to her. And remember, this was like 2 years after Naruto left, and Tsuki pretty much kinda forgot about him, but kinda still has vague memories about him. A blonde boy with blue bright eyes, and yeah, she kinda liked him, but she didn't know who he was. She saw him in her dreams, but she never knew who he was. But Tsuki actually lived in the Uchiha compound too, and yeah, a lot of Uchihas were there. Even Fugaku came, and he even offered to adopt her, but Tsuki said, no, I don't want to. There's no, don't touch me. And basically Tsuki's Sharingan activated again, and there were 2 Tomoe already on both eyes, and Fugaku is like, wow, she awakened both Tomoe, 2 Tomoe on both eyes, just by her seeing her sister's dead body. Imagine her with the 3 Tomoe before this. She would awaken the Mangekyo easily. Amazing. She's a prodigy, I can see. But if she doesn't want to train, if she doesn't want to do anything, so be it. And then Fugaku left after the funeral and never spoke to Tsuki again. And Tsuki started the academy 2 years later. She was now 8, and Naruto's 8. And she started her academy, of course. Then the Uchiha massacre happened, and yeah, so Tsuki was actually spared by Itachi, because Itachi had sympathy for her, and always visited Tsuki, got her food, because he knew that Tsuki wouldn't eat on her own, because after what happened she was depressed. And Itachi's like, Tsuki, never give up in life. And then basically one night Itachi actually came in, and with blood in his hands and everything, and he's like, Tsuki, you shall come with me, understand? I haven't been given permission to spare you, so I will run away with you. And then Tsuki's like, what happened? And basically Itachi said, I'll explain on the way, but we don't have any time now. I already know you have your 3 Tomoe Sharingan. I've been spying on you. I've seen you train, and I've seen it. You've awakened it a long time ago, the Sharingan, and you didn't even go to the one tomorrow. You just went to the second state of the Sharingan, and now you're on the third phase. I believe you can become stronger. I'll train you myself, Tsuki. Just come with me. Just come with me. And Tsuki accepted because she knew she actually understood the reason why her sister killed herself, and she hated the village after this, and she left with Itachi. And basically Tsuki was never spoken of again. She was pretty irrelevant in the academy. She didn't care, and it was only like a month in, and she disappeared out of nowhere. Of course, Eureka knew. I'll say that Eureka was whatever. It wasn't Eureka the first year, I'm pretty sure. It was in a filler arc that they showed that there was a different teacher or whatever. The fat guy, the dickhead. Anyway, basically the Hokage knew, Kakashi knew, a few other Jonin knew that not only three really young ninjas, Itachi, well no, first Naruto, now Itachi and Tsuki, they all disappeared, and it was like in the gap of 4 years, and it's not good because a lot of ninjas are going rogue now, and Naruto's the ninth Jinchuriki. Of course, he's still being searched for. Not many villages, none of the other nations know that the Leaf actually lost the Ninetales Jinchuriki. A lot of Anbu are sent every day to go search for Naruto, but Naruto's always been hiding and been training on his own and with Zabuza and Haku. Haku became really strong. Naruto became really strong. Zabuza actually got really good training from them. And then now, Tsuki actually joins the Akatsuki with Itachi, and she gets the robes, and basically Obito is really intrigued by Tsuki, already having the Mangekyo Sharingan at the age of, well, no, sorry, not Mangekyo, and just saying, her sister actually has, her eyes were actually given to Tsuki. Basically, her sister, what she did is that she took them out before killing herself and wrote a note to Tsuki, and Tsuki has been hiding them for years. Well, Itachi knows by now. Tsuki told him before she left with him, and Itachi's like, keep them with you. Whenever you awaken the Mangekyo, you should transplant them into yourself. So then you'll always have the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and you'll never go blind. Understand? And he smiled at her, and Tsuki's like, okay, alright. And now that she joined, Obito's like, Itachi, you shall train her, right? And then Itachi's like, yes, it will be my duty to train her and be a part of the Akatsuki. But, of course, if you want to train her too, you can, of course. And then Obito doesn't say no, but says, alright, I'll train her myself too. All the Akatsuki shall train her, in fact. She'll become a weapon of destruction. A mass destruction weapon. She's going to be one of the strongest ones out of all the Akatsuki. And then Tsuki will actually awaken the Mangekyo soon. Well, not soon. In a few years, anywho. Now we skip to Naruto. We stopped at 6-year-old Naruto, and the training has been pretty much the same. Naruto, over these 4 years, has actually mastered the Rasengan, the Kakabuchi no Jutsu, also the Water Dragon Jutsu, the Fireball Jutsu. Naruto has all 5 chakra natures, something that Zabuza found out by training Naruto to an extent of exhaustion. And Naruto has actually tried using Ice Release. He's kinda done it, but I'm not sure if I should give it. If you guys want to, I'll make a poll. You guys want it? I'll do it. A lot of you said yes, but this will come later. Anywho, it's getting pretty late. I took a half an hour break. It's 2:37. Whatever. I don't care. Tomorrow's my free day. Don't really have to study. It's a Sunday. Anywho, Naruto. Oh jeez. Sorry guys. Naruto has now left. He said goodbye to literally the few people that he actually loved. He loved Zabuza. He loved every single minute with him. He loved his older brother. Every single minute with him. And like, he loved it. He loved every single second with them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Man left. Anywho, Now, Naruto is a pretty skilled ninja. He's actually a skilled swordsman. Even though he doesn't have a sword, he has actually a little katana like in the Anbu. But Zabuza was interesting. You look pretty cool, kid. And Naruto was really like, what, really? And he really liked getting praised by Zabuza. Anywho, of course, Naruto is now gonna travel. He's actually Zabuza and Haku and him actually came up with this jutsu that he should, well, not a jutsu, it's not a jutsu yet, but they came up with this thing that they instead of using just their Sengon, they should they should add a chakra nature. But Naruto has all 5 chakra natures, so that's his own choice. And Naruto did learn chakra transformation and chakra nature chakra transformation and well, whatever, the two. Anywho, but Naruto hasn't really got onto it yet, because Naruto, if you were to put him in a bingo book as just an 8-year-old, he's like a C rank shinobi. I know you may look like what the hell, C rank, are you mad? But I'm trying to keep him low, keeping it low. But if Naruto really tried against anyone, and he's been seen by people who do bingo books, therefore A rank for now. But Naruto wouldn't try, even with his normal abilities, like not even him trying. He could take on a few Jonin rank shinobi, especially with the Rasengan. Anywho, sorry, this my phone vibrated. Anywho, Naruto is now just going around villages, towns, seeing how others are treated in different towns. He wants to explore the world. Anyways, Naruto has been exploring for a full year now. He's now 9, and now we skip to Tsuki's perspective. Tsuki has been training, and she is already a rank shinobi, just like Naruto. A bit weaker though, just a bit weaker. But there's something different now. Now we skip to Gaara. Yes, you heard me right, Gaara. He was always treated badly in his village, and now Gaara has had enough. Gaara's strong enough, and he's going crazy anyway. So he decides that he should leave his village and go somewhere else. Go somewhere that people don't hate him. And Naruto was actually in a forest. Gaara was traveling. Gaara's actually really strong here. Just don't ask me why. Naruto was actually traveling to the sand village now, just to go check it out. He's never been to a village with the Jinchuriki, so he has heard about the one-tailed Jinchuriki, and he was really intrigued. Naruto saw him coming, and he had a kunai ready. Same as Gaara. Gaara saw him coming too. He got a kunai out. They both clash. Gaara's like, who are you? Tell me. You don't have a headband. And then Naruto's like, like you do. I'm not really scared of you. So please, go ahead, ladies first. Gaara gets pissed and says, how dare you disrespect me, Gaara. And then Naruto's like, wait, Gaara, I've heard your name before. Perhaps, are you the one-tailed Jinchuriki? Gaara was perplexed on how Naruto got this information. Not many people knew, except for his village. Then Gaara asks, how did you know? Naruto says, I've done my research. You don't need to be scared. I'm kind of like your brother. Now, why? Why are you running from your village? From your expression, I can see you are. Gaara then says, I'm not running. I'm escaping. I'm escaping that hellhole. Naruto then says, I can relate. And then Gaara's like, how? How can you relate to me? There's no way. No one's ever been treated this badly. Even my father tried to kill me. And then Naruto widens his eyes and says, even your father? If you have one. And then Gaara's like, now tell me why you ran. And then Naruto says, I'm the nine-tailed Jinchuriki. I was hospitalized once, and the nurses tried to poison me. People tried to kill me. Had no friends, no siblings, no father, no mother. Only the Hokage, someone that I respect, someone that I look up to. I try to be like him, kind, loving. But when it comes to people who don't deserve love and kindness, I don't show any mercy. Now, Gaara, join me. Gaara says, huh? What do you mean? Naruto then says, join me. My dream is to create a village where no one is disrespected, everyone's treated equally. How about it, Gaara? Gaara then says, interesting, pretty good idea, not gonna lie. But what do you mean by village? Naruto then says, we won't start as a village at first. We'll start as an organization for peace, truth, world peace. Understand, Gaara? Gaara's eyes widen and says, what do you mean peace? And then Naruto says, I've seen a lot, even though I'm only 9. The cycle of hatred. Something that I'm aware of. People hate. Hatred starts war. Love starts war, which equals to hatred. So technically, there is no true peace. It's always hatred, war, love, hatred, war. Do you not understand? Gaara says, oh, I understand. So you're like a revolutionary. You don't want war. You're a pacifist. I guess you do understand. So, it's your choice. You can join me in my mission, or you can leave and do your own thing. But if your thing is against my mission, be sure I will have no mercy. And then Gaara says, no, I want to join you. Your story sounds a lot similar to mine. I guess we've been through the same pain. Guess I know why you could relate to me now. Naruto says, thank you for understanding. I guess you're not that dense after all. And then Gaara says, so, I've decided I will join you, Naruto. I know how you felt, and you know how I felt. We can fight together for world peace, right? And then make our own village. And then Naruto says, well, you're on board. But, Naruto, tell me. Naruto says, why? Why are you near the sand village? Do you have any business to take care of? And Naruto said, oh no. Before we actually start, I was just planning on just going around the world, seeing how other villages are, and then seeing how others are treated. Maybe even get a few more Jinchurikis that were treated badly on our side. You know what I mean? And Gaara's like, interesting. Very interesting. Naruto, you're a mysterious person, aren't you? A really curious fellow. Naruto's like, yeah, you could say that. Anyway, you wanna come with me to see the sand? And then Gaara's like, yeah, I don't want to. Naruto's like, oh yeah, sorry, my bad. And then Naruto's like, then let's go to a different village, since your village is pretty much like mine. So let's do it. I mean, we have nothing to lose. And then basically Gaara, Naruto travel for the next few years, and now the 12. There should be Genins, and they should pass the academy by now, but they're their own ninjas now, and they have different types of clothes. Their clothes are really different. They ain't something that normal people would wear. It's more like the Akatsuki. Well, I'm not going to say anything about the clothes. It's really different though, because I don't know how to make new clothes or edit clothes, so sorry. Anywho, Naruto and Gaara travel the world for 3 more years, and they become older, and they understand more about the world, and it's not an easy place to be in. They've seen multiple people who are poor, thousands of people who are poor, and Naruto actually did go visit Zabuza and Haku again. And yeah, that was really awkward for Gaara, but it was really refreshing because he saw that they have subordinates elsewhere, and Zabuza and Haku don't really mind Naruto's dream, so they're like, it's fine. We'll rock with it. Anywho, of course, they're still killers, and Naruto knows that, and he's like, alright, cool. I mean, it's their job, and it is what it is. And yeah, so Naruto really doesn't care about Zabuza and Haku killing others, even though it's against his dream. He allows that because that's how they need to make money. Anywho, Zabuza doesn't want to become a revolutionary with Naruto because it's not his style, and then Zabuza's like, I'm sorry Naruto, but you gotta deal with it. And Naruto's like, you know you're gonna die like this one day, right? And Zabuza's like, it is what it is. I mean, I'll die. I've been a warrior most of my life, and I'll die like a warrior at the end of my life. Understand, Naruto? And Naruto's like, fair enough. Anywho, we'll be going now. And now we skip to Sasuke. Sasuke has passed his academy exam, and here there is a Kiba. And of course someone needs to replace Naruto, and there isn't really anyone who could replace Naruto unless I make a new character, and I'm not sure if I should, so I'm going to keep the other Team 7 member unknown. So if I want to make a new character, I can. If you guys want it, I will, but if you don't, it is what it is. And if I do make it, I'm gonna let the members of the channel choose it. So maybe like Golden Owl, I'll ask him to create a character that he would like to see in Team 7. Anywho, Team 7's mission, well, the 1 month training, well, the 1 month missions still go the same, and Sasuke really doesn't complain. So the Zabuza arc is not really happened yet. It's gonna happen soon. I'm not gonna say when. It's gonna happen before the Chunin exams, that's for sure. And anywho, of course, I'm gonna end it there. Not the wife. I'm gonna end their little what they're doing there. But of course, now we skip to Tsuki. Tsuki has been training, and she's 12, and she is really strong. She has the free Tomoe Sharingan. She's now an S rank shinobi because she is part of the Akatsuki, and she was one of the main members of the Akatsuki. So she's not an easy opponent to beat. And if you come across her, you run. You literally run. Tsuki has been trained by Itachi and Obito themselves. Obito taught her how to kill. Itachi taught her how to be gentle, but at the same time, when it comes to it, to kill if needed. And Naruto and Gaara are both Naruto. Well, Gaara is not an S rank shinobi, but Naruto is, because of Naruto's extra training that he did over the years. Even though Gaara has the ultimate defense, which makes up for his lacking power, even though he's still one of the most powerful ninjas in this wave right now. Well, Genins. Even though Tsuki is really OP compared to Naruto, she is, but other than that, well, compared to others other than Naruto, she is pretty freaking overpowered. But yeah, so now Naruto and Gaara actually decide to go visit a few villages that they've been to. For example, Naruto's village is first, because Gaara really wants to see the leaf, and Naruto's like, alright, but then we'll go to the sand. And they are starting to recruit now. Their organization is called the Shadows, because they work in the shadows to serve the light. They have commissions just like the Akatsuki, but they don't do sketchy ones. For example, attacking and destroying villages or stuff like that, because it's not their style. They only do commissions, for example, actual missions. They have done a few S ranks and S ranks and A ranks. I'm not gonna say what kind, but of course they have to keep it secretive. And also, Naruto and Gaara have got a lot of experience over these 3 years, and Naruto has a few new techniques. For example, the Rasen Shuriken. Yes, I'm making Naruto pretty overpowered, but you will understand why. And the attack on the leaf will still happen because Raza will die. And anyway, the Zabuza arc starts with Team 7 now. It's been a week, and Naruto is actually heading to the Leaf Village. Well, Tsuki is actually near the Leaf Village right now, and she's been lurking around with Itachi, and it's not been the best because she doesn't like the Leaf Village at all, but Itachi loves it, and she's been trying to keep secretive, and she's actually been spying on the Leaf Village to see if Naruto's back, because well, not to see if Naruto's back, to see if the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki is in the village, because the Akatsuki know that the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki is in the leaf. That's what they think, but it's not true. Naruto is a rogue ninja now, and he doesn't even have the headband. What he does have is a headband with an S, just like Gaara. I'm not gonna describe the clothing because it's really weird, and it's not that it's weird, it's just that it's really hard to draw clothes. Anywho, Naruto and Gaara actually wear masks to keep their identity secret. The best way I can describe it. Anywho, Naruto and Gaara now head to the Leaf Village while the unknown Chunin and Team 7 head out. Of course, the Zabuza mission will go the same way, just that Zabuza and Haku this time actually work together from the beginning, and they're nearly killed, and Team 7's nearly killed, but of course Sasuke has been actually training extra hard, and he already has the 2-to-1 Sharingan on both eyes, which actually makes him a better matchup to Haku, and but of course Kakashi this time doesn't slip and nearly kills Zabuza. So the mission with Zabuza kind of changes a bit. They both retreat, and then in the end, the unknown Chunin is actually pretty strong and helps out Sasuke in beating Haku and killing him. Well, not really killing him. Haku kills himself by going in front of Sasuke. I mean, Kakashi's Chidori, and then Zabuza hears what Gato says, and he goes into a rampage, his little redemption mission, and dies next to Haku. Naruto doesn't get the news of this until later, and well, he will get it soon, and this will be a cataclysm for him to actually change his ways, instead of and he realizing that every time when he fights, his mindset shouldn't be, oh, I shouldn't kill him, I should try to change him. It should be think, oh, if he comes up to it, I'll kill him. If he doesn't, I'll just knock him out. Something like that. It's still a bit similar, but Naruto and Gaara arrive at the village, and it's actually pretty busy right now because of the Chunin exams happening. There are a lot of things going on, and Naruto and Gaara realize that they could be spotted really easily, so they actually disguise themselves. They don't wear masks because that's too obvious that they're trying to hide something. So what they actually do is that they actually do transformation jutsus. Well, Naruto and Gaara do transformation jutsus, and here Tsuki and Itachi actually enter the village too, because they think that Tsuki and Itachi really don't have anything else to do, no commissions for them, no missions, and they really have pretty much 2 months off. And Naruto is there because he wants to see this, how it goes down and how strong Leaf Shinobi are. And he's gonna stay there for the whole entire Chunin exams because he doesn't really care and he has nothing to do, and they're really going to start recruiting intensively after the 16, because even though Naruto will keep making the shadows a big name, it will keep going. Anywho, Naruto is in the village, and he actually ironically bumps into someone called Tsuki. Her name, she doesn't give her name as Tsuki, but we know it's Tsuki. And Naruto realizes who this is, even though she's different and she's changed. Her chakra is actually pretty similar, and Naruto can remember her because right before he left, he could still feel other people's chakra, and he did feel Tsuki's, who was looking at him. They kind of socialize, and Tsuki really doesn't remember him because she has no memories of Naruto, only vague ones. Her little crush, childhood crush, that she really doesn't know if he's alive or not. And she doesn't remember if he was the one who left, because she remembers someone leaving, but she doesn't remember who. Anywho, this is where I'm going to end it off. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs there. Also, subscribe to Ratreet and Miniman123. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Shokiro on Instagram, an amazing artist. Shout out to Gavin again for giving me a few ideas. And all links are in the description below. Join my Discord server, remember. And peace. I really enjoyed making this wave. It was pretty calm, chilled, and it will get pretty freaking spicy in the middle, so stay tuned.